Hello, Hello, everyone. Good evening. How is everyone tonight? Oh, let's switch. Hello. So it's been a day, and I put sweats on for the live tonight. My son goes, "Who cares, Mom? No one's going to see you, really." And he's right. How is everybody this evening? I see a ton of you said you've ordered the Scarecrow. I'm so excited for you guys to get it. He definitely was the one thing that I was super, super picky on, and I was really excited about. I love fall. You guys know this, so I was really excited for the collection, and it's even better than I thought, and I'm starting to see some designers who kind of got it early are starting to share their cards. I'm going to be reposting a bunch throughout this week, so I can't wait to share those with you and show that inspiration. So as you guys get yours, hopefully you'll craft and share them with me. I would love, love, love if you would tag me and let me know so that I can repost them, so I can show everybody you guys' work. So let me see. Hello, everyone. Hello, hello. It's so nice to see you guys here tonight. It's been a long Monday, so hopefully this goes good tonight. I just had an iced coffee, so hopefully I'm ready and good to go. Oh, Linda, that actually isn't the card I'm doing tonight. That one's actually going to be shared Friday? I think the blog hop is Friday. I'm actually sharing a whole bunch of cards. I'm just giving you a peek of one of them. We are doing the Scarecrow tonight, but we're going to mix and match some other things and create a different design. But yes, I definitely wanted to share just a little peek. You're going to see a lot of the Happy Harvest collection here over the next couple weeks probably. Oh, Carol, thank you. My hair probably looks good because I washed it today. Sorry. It was gross. I don't wash my hair very often. I think it's kind of common as you get older, your hair starts to thin and stuff. So I've tried to, I've tried to train my hair to go longer between washes. So I usually only wash it like every 4, 5, 6 days. It depends. But I washed it this morning and I blow dried it straight. So yay. Hello, everyone. I'm just kind of letting everybody get in. I want to say, if this is your first time catching me live, please drop me a 1 in the chat. Give me a heart. Give me a thumbs up. Let me know. I am so excited. I already saw kind of before I went live and people were in the chat. We were visiting, and I know some of you said it was your first live and you were really excited. That is one of the fantastic things about being able to do an evening live. I know that works better for some people, so I was glad that this kind of worked this week. I'm going to tell you that my normal plan is to have a night live at least once a month on a Monday. And I'm actually going to suspend that through football season because I have football games for my son on Monday nights and Friday nights, but it's going to be a lot of football. So I will try to rearrange my schedule. I'm still trying to figure out what to do to kind of make that work so I can still do an evening live. Yes, Kelly is also saying it's common for people to go longer. I have really straight hair, and so it just, I don't know. It's just kind of, it used to be kind of thick and it's gotten thinner. It's really fine. So I just try to go longer. My hairdresser has helped me through that process and stuff, and it works really good. But it definitely needed washed this morning. Hello, MJ Chang is here from Japan. Hello, hello. Donna says this is her second live. Hello, everyone. I want to remind you guys, like, subscribe, share. That helps me so much. It helps me continue to keep doing these and all of that good stuff. You know how it is. So I so much appreciate you guys showing up. It was really exciting. I don't want to keep you here too long, so I think we will probably get started on the card. Yeah, Jennifer, I haven't started yet. I usually try to chat for a minute while I wait for everybody to kind of get in here, and hopefully that gives everybody a chance to get here. I know evenings are hard because you know, families and stuff like that. My son, I literally just picked him up at 6 o'clock. It's 7 p.m. here where we are, and I literally just picked him up, warmed him up some supper, and he was like, I'm good, Mom. We visited for a few minutes before I went live, so. Okie dokie. Melanie, you've got thick Asian hair. I'm so jealous. I am so jealous. Okay. Hello, everybody. Oh, good. I'm so glad to hear you guys are excited about the Scarecrow set because I love him. Okay, I am going to give you a little peek of the card I'm going to be doing for Friday's blog hop with Spellbinders. Friday's blog hop with Spellbinders is going to be kind of a, they're going to show you all of their August collections basically. So a lot of holiday, a lot of fall. Obviously I have fall. I'm going to do a video, an edited real-time video. I know some people have left me comments telling me how much they don't like lives. And I'm like, okay, well, there's regular videos too. So hopefully that will kind of give you that. Plus the edited version is going to allow me to do a lot more cards in one video than live does. Otherwise we'll be here all evening and I'll lose my voice. So that will be coming and I'm really excited about that. Okay, let's see. I've seen so many of you are saying you bought it. I'm so excited. I'm glad you guys love it. Alrighty. Tonight, okay, so this is the card. This is just a sneak peek for you guys since you're here. This is going to be one of them in my video. I'm not going to share all of them, but this is one. This incorporates several of the new sets. So I have 3 new SKUs. We have, and I'm going to show them to you kind of quick. Let me move a couple things out of the way. So the first thing is a stamp set. This is Fall Greetings. It was made specifically to fit the signage for the Wagon Full of Fall. So Wagon Full of Fall is one of the SKUs. It builds this cute wagon. And in fact, let me show you here on the screen. Here is one of the cards I created for that. So you can kind of see how the wagon looks put together. It has lots of pumpkins and stuff in it. And again, I've mixed and matched different elements in that wagon. Okay, let's go back. So that is this set right here. And I love that Spellbinders made it so this set has some pumpkins and apples in it. Well, here, we'll save Mr. Scarecrow till last. The Welcome Fall etched dies also has pumpkins and apples, and they're a little bit different size. It's going to have this cute little basket. The crow that I really wanted, signage that works great with lots of things, lots of leaves, and then this awesome piece can build a wreath, or you can use it for a little branch, and I'm going to show you that one. Here is the sample I made for the packaging. You can kind of see it all put together. And then you can customize the signage with sentiments from the Fall Greetings as well. Alrighty. And then the one that I think most people are really excited about is Scarecrow, which I think the names, they really helped me with the names, and I think they did such a great job with that, and it builds this darling little scarecrow, obviously like all of the corn. There's a pumpkin in it. This will build a hay bale. I have not done this. We're not going to do that one tonight, but I will do this in my video for Friday so you can kind of see that assembly. Really cute. And here I'm going to show you the sample that I did for the packaging and all of that. So that's just another version than the one I just showed you. He's cute. Little patches and stuff. Aren't they fun? Lemon Lyman says, can we make requests? I really need some inspiration for masculine. Thank you, cards. Yes, you can make requests. I write them all down and try to get to them. Oh, I love that. Kelly says, yes, white pumpkins. I also love teal pumpkins for the Teal Pumpkin Project, and I love teal. Yes. Oh, Tracy has a fantastic idea. She says that scarecrow is looking super cute and with Vicky's birdhouses. I agree. I think that that would be very cute. And then just to kind of re-show the Fall Greetings, because I flew by those, just a lot of different ones. They're all, I was really picky about these as well. We went back and forth and back and forth and back and forth about fonts and typography and size because I wanted them to be a certain way so that they would really work with the different elements. So really love how that all worked out. Okay, so that is Happy Harvest. This is my new collection for Spellbinders. It's just now shipping. You can purchase it. I have listed links for that down in the description. I already did that tonight. So very excited about that. We are also going to be using the Glimmer hot foil system tonight. I decided, you might have noticed in my samples, maybe I'll just pull those up again or pull one of them up. Let's just grab one. So see this little, the foil border all the way around, that's foiled. And so I thought it would be fun. I love the look of a foiled frame. Any of the foil frames from Spellbinders, the Glimmer plates, are my very favorite. This is not a brand new one. This is the Essential Glimmer Rectangles, the little dotted line. I think we're going to do a double line and see how that works, but I love them. So this is the Glimmer hot foil system. If you haven't tried the glimmering from Spellbinders, it is amazing. I really, really love it. I did click it on and we have to wait for it to heat up. So that's going to take a minute and I want that. We're going to do that first. And then we're going to build our scarecrow and a little bushel basket. I already die cut everything off camera today. So we got lots and lots of good stuff here. And I do think we will add a little texture with Copic markers to our colorful die cuts because I always like to do that. So hopefully this won't take too terrible long. I thought I might try to do more than one card and I decided, you know what? I don't want to try to stress myself out. So we're going to make the one. It's going to incorporate some dies from every single set. And that's something else that was really important to me, is I wanted them to be interchangeable so that you could really mix and match. And that way build even more scenes and different kind of cards. Oh, is the Glimmer machine out of stock, Liz? I did not know that. That's a big bummer. Yes, imitation is the sincerest form of flattery. Yeah, the Glimmer system, Messy Missy creates, does take a little bit of work. Yay! Another first timer live. I love that, love that. Linda, the collection has been turned in since April, March or April. We worked on it from maybe January to then. So they do theirs very, very far in advance. Is it Coley Bing? She says she normally likes to copy lift cards from videos and then make her own design from what she learned. And she says some creators get upset for copying, and what's my opinion? My opinion is I do think copying, especially, okay, I'm going to switch my camera because I do want to talk about this really quick. Hold on. Copying or lifting. I actually don't have any problem with it, except for when somebody takes your card and, I mean, like literally changes 1 to 2 things, but you can totally tell. I've seen it with other designers and I'm like, oh, hey, that's such and such's card, but it's not. And they pass it off as their own. That's not okay. At least say, hey, I was inspired by such and such, or I lifted this, or I copied this. If you do that, that is totally fine. And really, if you're doing it for yourself, you don't even have to say that. I don't think. I really find it flattering if people want to copy my cards and go, look what I made, you know. I think that's awesome. I think really the only problem is if you try to pass it off as your own, or you try to sell cards on Etsy. That's really not cool. I've had that. Lawn Fawn kind of told me a while back someone was copying my cards and selling them. They watched that pretty close. That's not cool. You shouldn't. That's really kind of a no-no. So that's not cool. And if you are taking it and saying, you know, kind of passing it off as your own. But really, I'm flattered. When people say, look what I made, I'm like so excited. I know when I did the stenciling video from a couple weeks ago, I had several of you tag me showing me the pumpkin card you made, and I was tickled. I love, love, love seeing that. So I don't really get that mad, but I know some people do. So That's just kind of a rule of thumb. I think you can get away with a lot of that if you just give credit. I hope that answers it. Sorry to take my little break there. Okay, let me see. Okay. I'm still waiting for my Glimmer to warm up, but yeah, sweats are so comfy, Rhonda. I decided yes, Jacqueline, thank you for giving credit. Same for me. In fact, in that video, I lifted a design from Laura Basson, or at least the original design kind of came from her, and I made sure and mentioned that because it wasn't mine. I was inspired by hers, so you just need to mention it. So we're going to take these glimmer plates and we're going to glimmer this navy piece of cardstock. I'm really loving a dark piece of cardstock for these bright, vibrant fall hues. So let's just move this out of the way for a second. And I'm going to show you how I do the foil. I've got some of the Spellbinders gold foil here, and it looks like my machine is warm now, so that's good. And I like to just cut it a little bit bigger. There is a tool you can use, but I find it's kind of cumbersome. I use it sometimes when I'm feeling extra special, but otherwise I don't. So I like to just trim it a little bit bigger. That might be almost too much bigger. And then I'm going to trim this off because this is perfect for like a little sentiment. And then I just kind of put it right back around here, and we're going to save that. I saved my little parts and pieces. We're going to save this inside piece too because I like to foil that later on. All right. This really is the worst part of foiling, in my opinion, is getting everything set up and getting it trimmed so you can see. This is how I do it. You definitely, I don't know that this is the right way or the wrong way. Zara, I say this every time. Is it Zara? If I said that wrong, please correct me. She wants to know if there's an alternate way to get the same foil look. If you have a frame stamp, you can stamp and emboss, or you could just create an embossed frame. It won't give you a foil look, but it would give you a decorative border all the way around. You could score about 1/4 of an inch or so in from all of the sides. Thank you, the Ink and Garden Spot. Thank you so much. Kelly wants to know if people are tagging me through Instagram, and yes, they are. And I don't know if the Glimmer system is still sold out. You guys, I will check here in a second. I did not realize it was sold out, or I probably would not have shared this tonight. So I apologize for that. Is it sold out everywhere? Because now I'm really curious. If you guys know, please tell me. I linked it, but I did not even look, and that's on me. I usually look to see if things are in stock before I use them. So I'm sorry. All right, so I know if you've watched any of my foiling videos, you've probably seen me do this. I tape my frames completely to my background so they stay straight. I don't know either if this is the best way to do it, but the way the sandwich goes is you have your foil plate, you have your foil, and then your cardstock. Well, if you put it on here on the platform like that, you can't see anything. And so I always line it up like this and tape it in place. And then I pop it on my platform. It's warmed up. So once this is warmed up, we just want to hit our timer button and let that heat up. And then, and I've had some foiling accidents. Has anyone else had these foiling mishaps where you've gotten foil all over the shim? So there's a thin shim that goes here. I actually have found a thin paper shim works great in between that and then the spacer pad. And really, mine are all super dirty. I think I'm going to clean everything after this, but I just noticed that as I was starting this. This is our sandwich. And when this is solid, we are going to take this, and I'm not going to lift my Spellbinders Platinum because I have the big one and it's heavy, but you simply remove this and run it through your die cutting system, and it will foil this. Thank you guys for answering about the the Glimmer system. Tracy says they're supposed to be back in stock soon. That is so good. Hi, Elizabeth. The Deco Foil Duo. I don't know, Rosanna. I have not used that, and so I am not sure. Oh, good. Melanie says she's foiled the entire plate, so I'm not alone. Does anyone know the answer to the Deco Foil Duo? If you do, please let us know in the comments. I would love, love, love to know that. Liz Reeves also said that she heard it'll be back in stock this month. Yeah, a replacement shim would be awesome. I agree. Okay. While I'm waiting here for a second, let me just remove my other plates. Oh, good. It's solid. So what I do is I just pull it straight out and it disengages. And I'm going to run over to my die cutting machine and you roll it through just like you would like if you were die cutting, only without the platform and stuff. So then I'm going to pop it back in place. I'm not actually foiling anything else tonight, but I always pop it back in place because I'm usually foiling multiple things, or I try to while I have it out and on. And then you can just heat it back up. Before I turn it off, I'm going to make sure that this foiled well in case we need to redo it, because it does happen. And it's not exactly straight, but so I didn't probably tape it on very good. That's okay. I'm not going to worry about it. I'm actually just going to use a die, a rectangle die, to fix that. And I may have to go grab one here. But I'm going to turn this off. There is a little overfoiling, and I'm going to show you. So see that up there in that corner? I really don't want any overfoil here. If you take the mono eraser, don't erase on what you foiled, but you can get rid of overfoiling so easy with it. And I find that the overfoiling is probably worse with a large piece of foil like this where you can't cut it super close. I probably could have cut this one down a little bit more. It takes a little bit of practice. I can't tell you how many cards you've probably seen that I've actually like ruined the front, so I flip it over and well, not this one because it's got some stuff on it. Oh, there it came off. And I'll foil the back so that I'm not wasting cardstock. But that does happen. I'm just gonna erase that. Sometimes you can even use like a stiff paintbrush to get that overfoiling to go off. All right, I am going to move my Glimmer system out of the way now, since we're done with the foiling. I'm actually going to put that away. We're going to try to be a little bit neater tonight than I normally am. And then I did not grab a rectangle die, but I'm going to. Hold on real quick. Let's see if I can find one. We're just going to use a Spellbinders one. So this is my hack for if you don't get it foiled straight, any rectangle die will do. What I do is I just line that up, and I can totally see how it's off. We're just gonna kind of fiddle with it a little bit. And I'm gonna try not to get too much of this on the actual. Okay, I have to be honest, I don't really care all that much if it lifts a little of the foil. If you put your tape on the foil, it can dull it a little bit, but I think I'm gonna have it kind of right here. And I'm gonna run that through my, well, keeps sticking. So this might take longer than I thought. I'm sorry, you guys. I just really want it to be straight. But this is how I do it off camera with a lot of fiddling. Let's reuse this tape. All right, I'm going to die cut this. Be right back. Okay, and this is a really good example of how bad it was probably off, because you can see how it's totally tilted there. But that looks to me so much better. Deco foil can make a rectangle frame only through a stencil. Thank you so much. It's the little things in card making. That is so good to know. And Kelly says the Deco Foil Duo can be used in a laminator or a die cut machine. Oh yes, I love that. Okay, thank you guys so much for sharing all of your tips and stuff. Cheryl, no problem. You can come in late anytime. Yes, I know. I did get that Gina is live tonight, which I know on Mondays, I guess, but it is what it is. If you need to catch it in replay, that's totally fine too. I am going to go ahead and move these guys out of the way, and let's start building a cute little scarecrow scene. Isn't that name fun? I loved that we named it Scarecrow. And I cannot take credit for that. They helped me with that. It was really cute. All right. I'm going to adjust something really quick because I feel like... All right. So I got my tray. Let's get some glue. Now I don't really want to glue too much yet, nor are we going to adhere anything quite yet. So let's build our scarecrow off of the background. So what is so cute, and maybe I should get that set too, so you can kind of see where we started and then where we end up. Where we started and how it's going. So here is the set. We're going to build the little post that he's on. We've got cute outfit, and I don't want to lose. I have a teeny tiny piece in. I have a lot of teeny tiny pieces in here. So I really hope we don't lose anything. I see it already. Okay, so the nose and eyes are super tiny. What we're going to do first is I'm going to add some little pink cheeks. And that was with, whoa, R00. And then Eileen says she just got the Glimmer foil machine and it's fun, but she can't get the tray out with everything moving. That's why I tape things in place. Also, I should have shown you too, you cannot put like the shim and the spacer pad on top. Pull it out first, then put those on top and run it through your machine, and that will help with the movement. Okay, let's see. Thank you! Another first timer, I love it. All right, we are going to add the eyes and the nose first. They have their own little piece right here, which is great. So I die cut it from black and from a pink color. I'm just going to add little bits of glue. And we're going to grab those, and I hope I don't lose them. They are tiny. You really do need an embellishment wand or tweezers. I think you'll have much more success. So I'm going to do a little nose, little eyes, and I have everything die cut in my little tray just to make it a little easier tonight. So he looks a little scary now, but Lemon Lyman, all of my Copics I've had for years and years. I actually used to buy them from Hobby Lobby when they used to have like their 40% off sale, so most of them probably came from there. But now I just buy my refills from wherever I can get them. There for a while it was hard to get them. Okay, so here's his little pants. I don't know, can you see that there are some little oops, that's not close. Yeah, there's little patches. That's fun because there's a die for the little patches, which I love. So this is basically just fun paper piecing at this point. Let's kind of go right about there. And then I'm going to grab, there's this piece, let's see, right here. You cut this twice, once for the arms and then once for the legs. So it's the straw sticking out. And how I like to do that is I just use my tweezers, put a little glue, and then we're going to tuck it up underneath. And we're going to do that for both. Yeah, I've never looked at Michael's, so I'm not sure. I usually try to buy, like Simon will have sales on them. So at this point, if I need like refills or something, I always try to do it when there's a sale. It is like a paper doll. Yes. This is the Studio Katja. Is that how you say it? I hope I said that right. That's their embellishment wand. Mine is much loved. It's kind of used and abused, but I use it every time I'm crafting. All right, let's do our top next. And I just don't take the glue all the way out to the edge, so that allows me to stick the straw underneath. Kind of right about there, I think, is going to be good. And at this point, I am going to grab a marker. I hope this is dark enough. I thought it would be fun to give like a little plaid texture to his top. I don't know. We're trying just different stuff tonight. I didn't really think it through a whole lot. I thought it would be fun just to play a little bit. I do love adding shading to my die cuts with markers or ink. It definitely does not have to be Copics. Even like colored pencils will give you some fun results. And you could do this before you assemble if you wanted to. It probably would be a little easier, but the pieces are so small that I find it kind of is handy to go ahead and do this when it's already on there. And I'm just going to take my dark marker and then kind of where things would naturally be darker, I'm just adding a little shading. So kind of right here. And there's little die lines already for all that texture, so it really helps so much. Kind of gives you an idea of where to add that texture. Kind of draw in at the waist. There's even a little straw belt for this. I mean, everything. And I don't spend too much time being super precise. I just want it to look a little plaid. I hope that shows. I wasn't even paying attention if I was on screen. I'm sorry, guys. I get distracted by my coloring. Oh, yes, I know. Thank you for joining for a little bit. It's the little things in card making. Let's see. Let me see. All right, I don't think I have any other questions. If so, if you have any major questions, I will kind of do Q&A at the end. That's kind of what I've been doing in case I miss them during the live. So definitely ask again then if I don't catch them. So we're just going to tuck the straw underneath the sleeves. I may add a little texture to that too. Hello, Beatrice. We're a come and go group. You can come as you can, because I know in the evening everybody has stuff to do. So my son has to have early morning practice because we're under heat advisory for football. And he has to be at the school at like 5:40 tomorrow morning for a 6 a.m. practice. Actually for the next 3 days. So I am, oh my goodness, thinking after this live I may have to go to bed. And there is my cutie patootie little scarecrow coming to life. He needs a head so he doesn't look quite as freaky. I did want to show you his top also has a little patch. I know that with me coloring on here it kind of covers it up, but it's right there. There maybe when I turn it. Can you see that? So it's cute. Alrighty. In fact, let's add the little patches. So we got that one there. And then we're going to do one right here. And then there is one off of the side. We'll add something. Let's do these first. I cut mine in a variety of colors, so let's do like, maybe not yellow. Let's do an orange one, kind of here on the pants. And let's do a little red one. Let's just get the hat and his hair. There, let's do that red one. And then there's one that kind of hangs off the side here. And I'm just going to add a little glue. And we're going to do like a little yellow patch like that, and when it's dry we'll trim it off and then we'll embellish it. Gosh, cannot talk. Yes, we are in a heat advisory too. It's supposed to be like 100 degrees. Yes, I'm so glad it's early, the Ink and Garden spot. That's what I told my son too, and he was glad. He said even though it's early and it stinks because that it's so early, just to not have to be out there. In fact, their coach didn't even put them in full pads and stuff because it's just dangerous. Oh, good. Mary's just here and it's her first time. So this little piece, actually it die cuts 2 pieces, and it's like the little straw that you can use around his waist. And then the other one's going to go up here around the little ruffly collar of his top, which I haven't added yet. That's this piece. And I definitely started with him because he is the most detailed piece on this. For sure. And I use a combination of my tweezers and my embellishment wand. All right, now we've got this cute little hat, and I think I'm actually going to glue the hat first, and then we're going to tuck the hair kind of like we did for the straw coming out the top and the bottom. Yes, it's better when you get up early, but it is so hard. He already gets up pretty early. I mean, school starts pretty early here, but man, that's just crazy early. Okay, there's glue on the underside of that, so I'm just going to stick him up top, and I got glue all over. I'm going to grab a red marker. In a minute when that glue's dry, we're going to embellish that, but we're going to tuck the straw underneath the hat first for his hair. And that's why I kind of just leave a little bit of, or I don't glue it all the way down, because I kind of like to position the hat or the clothing first, and then I like to put in the hair pieces or the straw. Thank you guys. I'm glad you guys love that. Okay, let me see. I just missed something. The old Quick Cuts tool. I do remember that. I used to have like 2 of those. Oh, Wendy, hello from Australia. I am so glad you can join us. Thank you, Julie. I appreciate that. Squiggly lines, Maureen. Oh, here, I'm going to ask if it's this. Is it this one? It creates a hay bale. And my video on Friday, I will use it and assemble it so you guys can see it. Spellbinders is having a blog hop on Friday, and I am going to be sharing a video with multiple cards with my collection. So hopefully I can kind of use anything that maybe I haven't already shown. And also show them in video format. Look how cute! Isn't that fun? Okay, so let me grab some scissors real quick. And a white pen. I kind of don't like his face without some little white highlights for his eyes. All right, and so I just kind of go in and do that, and I think it's a lot cuter. My white pen's not working so good. I probably need a new one. Okay, I would love to know, I know we're talking all things Spellbinders tonight, but I know a lot of you mentioned in my last live, we were talking a little bit about stamped timber. I would love to know what you guys are excited about, like what collabs you're excited about or anything like that. Definitely let me know. I'm just gonna visit the chat real quick. There we go. I love it. Messy Missy Create says, I may have to send everyone a fall card this year. Yes. And you know, one thing I like to do, so if you don't want it to necessarily be a fall card, you can always create a card with fall, you know, images and make it like a thank you card or whatever. I like to do that, or any birthdays that are in the fall. I love to kind of customize it that way. That way I can still use the fall things, but I may not have occasions to send fall cards for everything. But yeah, I want to make all the fall cards with my collection here because I love it. I'm really excited with how it turned out. So we're just adding some detail now to the hat. And I'm really just coloring like I would a stamped image. That's how I think of it when I add shading. And I ought to keep my markers out. I did not know what markers I was going to use, or I would have listed them. So when the live is over, you guys, I will go in to the description and add that information for you in case you're wondering. Now I am going to add just a little bit, I think, for my straw. Not a ton, but a little. And you definitely do not have to do this. He's just as cute without, but I love adding a little shading, so. And I'm just coloring it a lot like hair, just kind of doing a little flick with my marker. We're not over blending anything at all. Super, super simple. Maybe we ought to do a little here too. Just kind of where it comes in. Okay, so let's snip off. I bet this is dry. Just this little patch hanging off the side. And, oh my, okay, wait, let's see, I missed a couple. Janice, yes, these are my designs. This is my fall collection for Spellbinders. Yeah, it is fiddly. It's a lot of small pieces. Tina Pierce-Tinney says she's looking forward to Mama Elephant. Yes, it is so cute. You guys are getting the little, you know, little peek, not peek, but like little hint. It's really good. Kitchen Sink is also really good. Those are two of my favorites. Hero Arts, yes, I just received that one too. It's really, really good. I can't show you guys anything. I'm so sorry. I'll get quitted. Hi, Susan. Yes, you will love Mama Elephants. And when I see you next month, you can use it if you'd like. It's very fun, Messy Missy Creates. I'm excited it's your first one. Oh yeah, Lawn Fawn is excellent as well. I'm probably going to say that a lot, but you guys have picked, right now, you guys have picked my very favorites. Tracy Boyd wants to know what tip. This is the tip that comes on them. It's like the bullet tip. I have had mine for years and years, and I've not switched out the tips. There's some that I need to. Janet wants to know if I know when Stamp Timber will be available. The Simon Says Stamp Timber release is available September 1st. And then there are collaborations, at least one, sometimes more than one, on like weekends, every day. There is a stamp set. Leslie is asking if this is my collection. Yes, it is. And there is a greetings stamp set that goes with this. But it's just more of a companion to the dies. Yes, you guys picked a lot of my favorites. So they are really, really good. I think the glue you guys, what is wrong with my white? I'm going to grab a different white pen. Hold on. That one is not working for me at all. Let's try this Jelly Roll pen. It might work better. I like to do little stitching lines because they're already on there from the die, and I think they add so much to him. And there is that. Now there is one more little piece, I think just one, and then we'll place him on there. This is the little piece that goes around the neck. Actually, I think I'm going to add some shading to that too, since I've done everything else. Oh, that's fun. I wonder what color marker this actually is. That's funny. This is 34. So you guys are seeing in real time that I did not get a marker put away, right? And we're just going to add a little bit of shading just where the little ruffles around his collar. And I'm using a nice deep dark blue for that. Alrighty, and then we'll glue this down. Oh, there's a brim. Oh yeah, there it is. I was going to say there's another piece for his hat. There's a lot of little pieces here, but I kind of love it. So they did exactly what I wanted. And I know the comments are going by. Let me glue this. It goes this way, right? Yeah. Okay, and that goes right there. And there is our cute little scarecrow. Yeah, Trudy, I know that the Build-A-Snowman sold out the other day. Sign up to be notified. I'm so sorry. I have no idea how many are in stock when I choose to do those. I probably should start asking ahead of time. Tim Holtz. I will have to say, Liz, I have not seen Tim's yet. A little tip about Tim's, we get those extraordinarily last minute. I think it's kind of to keep everything super hush-hush and secret, but I'm excited to see what Tim has for us this year. I'm always very excited, because his are always very, very popular too. And I love the live he does for that. He does fantastic lives. All right. I am just going to put a little glue here. So I cut 2 of this piece. It's this one right here. There's one die. You cut 2. And this first one, we are just going to do like this so that he's kind of hanging on there. And then we'll just do a little glue down the center. I can hear my dog being bad. I think he's getting into things he's not supposed to. Of course, it's like a toddler, I swear. And there he is. Okay, let's grab our background. So that was definitely the most detailed piece, but look how cute. Now I also, so this branch piece, this is from, I'll show you, the Welcome Fall set. And we're also going to go ahead and build our little basket and our signage right now, because those are kind of the other bigger pieces. So I'm going to go ahead and grab my sign and our basket. It has a couple pieces each for that. And then our branch, I'm going to kind of have hanging in. You might have seen in one of those samples. I'll re-show you. I'm going to do something similar to this. So see that branch? I'm going to do something kind of similar, I think, to this card. And just kind of have it hanging into the scene. Oh, my chat is way behind. Oh, I love that, Mary. She says a scarecrow can be used on a spring card with flowers in the bushel basket. I love that because Spellbinders has amazing little flower dies. That is a great, great idea. Cheryl, I think I missed your question. She says the reason for asking is because she missed 3/4 of them last year. Oh, when they're released? 12 p.m. or 12 a.m. Eastern time. So like for me in the central time zone, that's 11 p.m. the night before. So it will be, you just need to know 12 a.m. Eastern is when the collabs go live. And I know it's late for most of us, but that is. Cindy wants to know if all Stamped Timber all Stamped Timber stamps fall. No, there's a lot of holiday, a lot of everyday, some fall. Okay. There's just an assortment. It is up to the designers what they want to do. Cindy also wants to know, you can't tell us, but in years past have Stamped Timber fall themes. Yes. For example, Honeybee did a beautiful fall wreath. Was that I think it was last year. It was really, really pretty. All right, we're going to start coloring this so that we can get through it because I'm taking forever. I'm sorry. I'm just adding a little color with my brown Copic marker. Now, I used wood grain paper for the basket and the sign, and for the little stake, or the little stake that the scarecrow's on. And then the awesome thing about the top of the basket is it's like this, so you can tuck whatever you want to inside. And we're just going to put a little glue on this and a symbol. I don't really think I probably should have put some there. I'm actually going to do it like this so I don't get glue everywhere. And there is our cute little basket. I'm going to set that aside. Let me grab a Misty. We're going to stamp our greeting. I decided to do You Make Life Colorful from my stamp set. And we are just going to stamp that right on our signage. So I'm going to put this in here. And I'm sorry, my head's going to be in the way. Hold on. Alrighty. And we're just going to ink it up with some clear ink. I'm going to do it a couple of times. And let's grab some white embossing powder. This is the only stamping I'm doing today. So last Friday we did tons and tons of stamping, and today we're doing lots and lots of die cutting. I probably didn't stamp this the best. Maybe it'll be all right. All right, I am going to be loud for a second. Mary wants to know what inspired my new collection, and it was, I actually had two suggestions. My first one, they said they already had somebody doing something similar, or they had a collection coming out similar, kind of. And so they asked me what my other ideas were, and I said I loved fall. And so that's kind of where we went from there. I just went with a seasonal type of theme. So yeah, it was kind of just a, what did I like and what did I think? They kind of told me what time of year this would come out as well, and that did help. Janice, my nails always have stuff on them. Always, always. Actually, I have stuff on me everywhere I go, all the time. It's kind of funny. I swear, my hands always have paint or ink and it's always stained. And I wash my hands and I think I'm good, and then I get to, like, you know, let's say the dentist office, and I'm looking at myself and I'm like, oh, it's stained. It never fails. So you can see I do super fast, not very precise coloring, but just enough to give it a little something. I just like how it adds that great shading. Let me see. Cheryl wants to know if I'm doing any Christmas. Not currently. Like my own collection. I'm hoping that's what you meant. Hope I answered that right. If not, let me know. All right, so there's kind of the little sign. Let's grab our dies. So the apples, I'm gonna grab those now. And I'm really just gonna go ahead and tuck those in, and then I'll add the layer piece. Maybe I got some glue on there. Nope. There we go. So you can see it die cuts the little highlight, and then there's a contrasting color for the stem. Which is going to be, is it this guy? Nope, it's this one. So we're just going to do that. There we go. And there's two different ones, obviously, so. Oh yeah, Julie has a great idea. She says, I would love to see some of the fall elements with your gnomes for all seasons. That's a great idea. I love, love, love that. Jacqueline, no, I will not be doing the Spellbinders All Abroad limited kit. All right, let's go ahead and put these other apples in our little basket. I am going to kind of figure out where this is going to go. And I think we're actually going to glue this down. So I'm thinking I'm going to do it about here. And because it's just kind of fussy to get it, oops. And it's going to be a lot easier now for me to assemble this already. And I'm going to do 3 of these apples in here. I think kind of like that. And then the other one I think I'll put down near the base. Now real quick, I just realized I wanted to have one of my pumpkins kind of back behind, and I forgot and already glued this down. So I wonder if I'll be able to tuck it. Hold on just a minute. Of course, I knew I shouldn't have glued it down quite yet. I'm just going to try to carefully lift it up. If not, I'll just trim away part of the pumpkin. Yes, the detail on these is fantastic. Spellbinders is amazing at detail. Amazing. Their die detail is just incredible. Okay, so I can't add pumpkins to anything without giving them some texture. I just can't. Because I love a little texture to my pumpkins. Now there are stems for all of the pumpkins as well, which is so good. But I'm just going to go ahead and attach my pumpkin here so it can kind of be back behind there. And I don't mind it's hanging off the side because this background is slightly smaller than A2, so it'll be totally fine. And it's going to be a little easier to add all of these little things because I've glued this down. So we're just going to do that, and nope, not that one, and this one. And I probably should add some color to these apples, but we'll do that here in a second. Some shading. Since everything else has it, we probably should do that for that as well. And then there are different stems for all of the pumpkins in the different sets. So, like for example, this one right here, you can see there's some stems, and then there's the apple leaves and stems. And then there's like the pumpkin here, and then different stems for like the gourd and then the pumpkin. So I love that there's all of that detail too. That's just part of what is so incredible about Spellbinders is they really think of everything. Okay, I want this, yeah, to kind of be, to at least appear to be tucked in there. I think that'll be good. We're going to go ahead and just add a little glue there and glue that down. And that looks cute. Let's go ahead and add some shading to these pumpkins. And I think we're going to kind of put him right about here. I do want to add some of these corn pieces. Oh my goodness, what is the frame piece in the basket die set? Is it this little frame right here? It will work on the wagon, or you can put it, use it like on the sign, I think, if you want to. I have actually not used this one yet, but I will in my video on Friday. Let me see. Oh my goodness. Oh, the Ink and Garden Spot says her son likes how you make the pumpkins look realistic. Thank you. Yes, Lemon Lyman, thank you for joining us for a little bit. Julie, I don't use an app to do that. It's a different process for submitting to Spellbinders. They actually do all of the work. I basically give them inspiration, and then they build it from there. So I want some of the corn to be in the background. So we're just going to add that in, and then we will glue our scarecrow in place before we add any of our little finishing. Oh, come on, stick. And I think we'll do one more. I die cut several of these. I wasn't exactly sure how many I was going to need. I think we'll do another right there. I really like to layer, and I like to add tons of them, but you obviously do not have to add quite this many if you don't want to. All right, time to add him in place. And really quick, I do think I'm going to grab a couple of acrylic blocks just because I got a lot of liquid glue going, and let's shade our pumpkins while that glue dries a little bit. We basically just have like our little branch and some finishing things left to add. I love white pumpkins. I don't know why. I just think they always look great mixed in with the pinks. Pinks, oranges. Oh my goodness, you guys. I must be getting tired. There we go. So there is our little white pumpkin. Hi, Ziamara. I am going to go ahead and glue this one down. And it's going to be kind of like right about here. And let's go ahead and add the stem. And this one has a pretty big stem. Okay, you guys have to tell me, what are you the most excited to see next? I'm going to add this little white highlight too. Like the wagon or more ideas with the scarecrow. I would love to know kind of what you guys are thinking. I forgot to put my little highlights in my apples, so we're going to have to do some creative assembly. Tweezers to the rescue. There we go. And I don't know, I lost the last little white piece. Oh no, I didn't. I see it. Let's go ahead and do that. And slide that in. You could really leave this if you wanted to, or you could just put a little piece back behind the apple if you don't want to inlay those pieces in, because I know those are tiny too. Oh my goodness. Chat gets away from me. Anything with pumpkins. Yeah, the pumpkins are my favorite. The wagon and more scarecrow ideas. Okay, for sure, Tracy. Wagons with pumpkins. Okay. So we'll just shade. I always have to add lots of pumpkins. I guess I don't have to, but I always want to add lots of pumpkins. Yeah, I'm totally glad that I opted to just do one tonight, because I die cut so many pieces, and all the chat, it takes me a little bit to put it together. But there are our cute little pumpkins. I like how that looks. I think that looks good. Let me make sure. Liz goes, I can't believe how fast. And I feel like I'm so slow. So thank you. All right. I think I want my branch, to kind of, we're just going to go ahead and put a little glue on this branch, and then I'm going to shade some leaves before we add them, but I kind of want it to be coming in from up here, hanging down towards, oh my goodness. Good thing that's dry as clear, and I got some leaves to hide my mess. And then there is corn for my little corn pieces, and I want these to overlap my scarecrow as well. What's the brand of the embellishment wand? It's Studio Katcha, and I did list it in the supplies. Oh, Candy, good. I'm so glad. And created by Zoe. Thank you. You always remind everyone to give a thumbs up. I appreciate that so much. Yes, you guys, if you are enjoying it, I would so appreciate that. Very, very much. Okay, I think that's good. All right, corn. Okay, as much as I love the corn, I'm gonna admit that it's kind of fussy. I mean, it's probably no more fussy than anything else I've done tonight, right? So what I like to do, this is my little quick way. I put little dabs of glue on the corn. I take this green piece and place it on the bottom, usually a little bit better than that. Oh, my next door neighbor's dog. I'm so sorry, you guys, if you can hear that. He just barks and barks and barks. He's so friendly, though. And then we're just going to do like a little glue. This is how I do it anyway. I do a little glue, and then I pick the whole thing up and just kind of pop it in place. And it is kind of, it's not my favorite part to do, but I totally love it. I think the corn really adds a lot. In fact, they're harvesting some corn right across from my son's high school tonight already. So let me see. What's the jewel you used? I'm hoping you mean the embellishment wand, Studio Katcha. Yes, I can move my card down. Thank you, Janice. Sometimes I get going and I don't realize I'm out of frame. I appreciate you letting me know. Thank you, thank you. The corn is so tiny. Yeah, you have to have tweezers. Jacqueline, I do have an Amazon affiliate link. Yep, thank you guys for letting me know I was out of frame. I'm so sorry. It is not the same neighbor. The neighbor that sings when he mows the lawn yells at this dog all of the time. And that's really not going to solve anything. Hopefully the next door neighbor's dog's name is Carter. So hopefully Carter goes inside here, goes back inside and stops barking. He's probably just sitting, nope, he's still outside. He's probably just saying hi to all the neighbors. He usually says hi to us when we're out there. So I just love the corn. I know it's kind of fussy and tiny and whatnot, but it does add a lot. It does add to that fall scene. And I just kind of do a little progression here, and we'll just add a few. I'm not going to add overly a lot tonight, I don't think. But I do think we need one here, maybe. Let's see. Let's grab our last piece, and then let's do some leaves, and then we should, and our crow. I do have a crow. I really, really wanted this crow because I think he's really cute. In fact, we'll just glue him in place right now. How about it? Because Tracy says, because I'm watching on my TV, my dogs can hear your neighbor's dog. Yeah, I am so sorry. Yeah, the Ink and Garden Spot says she has a crazy barker, but no one will sneak up. You know, that is true. And that is a good thing. Tweezers and good eyesight, yes. I actually have super hot lights. I always have lights on. In fact, you can sometimes see the reflection when I film, but they get so warm. So it's a love-hate. It's great for filming and for doing the lives and things, but it's also getting warm. And I turned my fan off so that it's not distracting. Oh, it's looking good. What do you guys think? Got fuzzies. Let's use my tweezers here. There we go. All right, some leaves. So there are so many leaves. I'm going to show you. I die cut a bunch. We're not going to use all of them. I'll just save the rest. But I like a few leaves like tucked around the base. Like I feel like kind of down here is cute. Maybe we'll do, here's some littler ones. Let's get this little red one. So I kind of like, actually maybe we'll do this red one like right here. I kind of like that. Maybe we'll do like this little yellow one over here. Just kind of play around. I always just like the leaves because I think they help ground everything really nicely. Something like that. Then I die cut a bunch of these that are pretty similar, and we're going to just glue these up here on our tree. And I really wanted that one to kind of hang, oh, not that one, hang down over the sign, and I want to kind of fill this with quite a few. And then we will add just a little shading. Not afraid of color, says she would yell at the dog's owner. You know, they try. They're very, very nice. I honestly, they really are good people. Michelle wants to know if my affiliated links are on my website. They are, but not Amazon. Christine wants to know where I am. She says her grandfather built the family farm in Iowa, and there are cornfields as far as the eye can see. I am in Kansas. My dad was a farmer for years and years. He retired quite a few years ago now, but family farm, my grandfather, my uncles. So yes, we are farming. I come from a farming family, but we are in Kansas. Western Kansas is where I grew up. I'm not in Western Kansas now. Oh, good. You guys like the corn. Oh, good. Thank you. I am so sorry. My chat was so far behind, you guys. Way, way far behind. All right, we got a couple more leaves, and then I'm going to finish this up. Here I thought this was going to go pretty quick tonight. Man, was I wrong. Again, I tend to be wrong a lot. I think I'll be super fast, and I'm not. Thank you guys for hanging out with me. And thank you for letting me switch this to a different night or a different day, and for having it at night. I appreciate it so much. Okay, there are our leaves on our branch. Let's do a couple of leaves kind of down here. I think we'll do that. And actually, let's do kind of more of that. Should we do orange? Yeah. And that. And keep in mind, I am showing you a lot of pieces on a card. You definitely can go so much simpler. It does not have to be all of these little pieces. I just really wanted to show kind of, you guys know, the extra version of how I do things. And this was definitely an extra type of project. I am going to add shading. I'm going to let that glue dry real quick. We are almost done with our card. So if you guys have questions for me, if I missed your question, please ask again, and I will try to get all of those answered. Especially, I know I probably missed some stuff while I was coloring and assembling. I am just going to kind of I'm not going to do over blending. We're just enough so that this matches the rest of our card. I probably should have done these leaves before I glued them down because the glue is not quite dry. In fact, since it's not dry, thank you guys. I'm so glad that you're liking it. This was definitely a labor of love trying to get all of this figured out. And it does kind of make me ready for fall a little bit. feel like our apples need a little shading. I meant to do this earlier and I didn't. So we're just going to add a little bit now, not a lot. Let's pull that up a little bit. All right, what other colors? I'm almost done. Thank you guys for sticking it out with me. I know this was long. And a little green. And I think we about have everything. If I missed anything, I will fix it off camera. I, of course, will have a blog post with photos and all of that jazz tomorrow as well. So if you want like photos and close-ups and all of that. But oh gosh, I was up high again. I'm so sorry. And there is our finished card. I do think my crow needs a little, and I think that the sign needs like a little, it needs a little nail, don't you think? Let's just take our black pin. This is the easy way to do it. And there we go. Finishing details. Okay, guys. I'm going to switch back over and see what questions we've got. MJ Chang wants to know, will stamped timber sets be available after September, or if they sell out, they're gone? When they sell out, they're gone. So it's very much first come, first served, and then they are gone. That's the collapse. Anything that Simon Says Stamp branded will be restocked. What about the corn? Kidding. Yes. You are the queen of details. Thank you for sharing. You're so welcome. Thank you. Is it Lara? Thank you. Let's see. Karen says she doesn't think it would be so adorable with less die cuts. That's so nice. Thank you. It is a lot though. Rebecca says, I did the Brutus Monroe event this past weekend and so many fall projects made me ready for fall too. I will tell you, I am doing the Simon Says Stamp video on their YouTube channel. Ugh, the light is really bad, sorry. For the Brutus Monroe collab. It is really good. Oh, thank you, Dixie. Enjoy the dies. I absolutely love them. Oh, good. Linda's excited for her Spellbinders order. I am so glad. Can't stop. Yes. It looks like the Welcome to Colorado sign. It does. Welcome to Colorful Colorado. I've seen that sign many, many times. Have a lot of family in Colorado. Thank you. When are they for sale? Glenda wants to know, do you mean the dies I use today or stamped timber? The dies I'm using now, they are all available. Stamped timber starts September 1st. Oh, thank you, Janice. I appreciate you spending some of your time with me. Stamped timber for a newbie. It is an event put on by Simon Says Stamp. Lots of inspiration the entire month of September. They call it Stamp Timber. This is the 11-year anniversary. It is so much fun. I'm going to move a little bit back because the lights are glaring now. And there are collabs with your favorite companies. So for example, Lawn Fawn collabs with Simon for a stamp set that is exclusive to Simon. And many companies do that. We do that all month long. Loads of inspiration, lots of giveaways, lots and lots of good stuff. So definitely sign up for Simon Says Stamp's newsletter so you don't miss anything. Tina Pierce-Tenney wants to know if I can say which brand I am most excited about. Which brand? Okay, I love Mama Elephants this year. Like, I usually love it. It's really, really cute. Which one's my favorite? Okay, so I know when I did my kitchen sink stamps video, I said that last year's was one of my very favorite collabs, and it was. I really like theirs this year as well. Let me see, what else is my favorite? Trying to think. Lawn Fawn's is super good. I'm very excited about that. And just a hint, It will be early in the month. I haven't seen Tim's yet, so I can't tell you. It probably is really good because it usually is, and it's usually super, super popular. Yeah, those are probably my, off the top of my head. It seems like there's a couple of others. I want to say Clearly Besotted is super cute. What is the other company? I can't remember. As we get closer, I'll probably talk a little bit more about it. But yes. Oh, somebody else was at the Brutus Monroe event. Jen, that is so awesome. Nope, I have not been to IKEA. It's not in stock. I signed up to be notified, so there's no going to IKEA until it's in stock because it's a 2.5-hour drive there and then back. So it's 5 hours. Yes, Consuela, I am ready for fall as well because it is so hot here in Kansas. She says it's going to be 97 degrees all week in Virginia. Yes, I'm done. I'd like it to be a little cooler. Yeah, I know. My craft room, I did mention this Friday and I'm going to mention it again. That is on hold until I get to IKEA, until September is done, just because I have so much going on. Yes, oh good. Not Afraid of Color said she missed it last year. She's new. It is exciting and fun, and I definitely will be sharing a lot about it. I'm going to try to incorporate some of my lives, doing some stamp timber things and kind of showing you some things. Oh my goodness, 108 in Phoenix. Yes, my parents live in Arizona, kind of outside of Phoenix, so yes, it's so hot. Oh, thank you so much. Just Country Girl, what is your favorite ink to stamp with for Copic? I use Hero Arts Intensified or Intense Black ink or Lawn Fawn Jet Black. Lawn Fawn is really cute. Very, very fun. Favorite cardstock to use? I don't have a favorite. I use the cardstock I use Simon, I use Lawn Fawn, and Hero Arts. Those are the 3 I use. Thank you guys. Oh, yep, another Phoenix with 108. Yes, so hot. Oh, good. Thank you guys. I'm so glad you enjoyed it. I will hang out for just a minute or 2 more if you have any more questions or if I can answer anything, or if you had any questions about the card or the dies or whatever, let me know. Definitely visit my blog and all the blogs that I will link to them Friday for the Spellbinders blog hop, because there'll be some good giveaways. Can you link the Copic ink? Yes, I can, Cindy. Let me make myself a little note. I lost my notepad, of course. I think I took it to my other room. Copic ink. Okay, got myself a note. Elizabeth, you love summer too. I noticed you commented, I think it was on Instagram, didn't you? That you love summer, and you said it's already cooling down in northern Minnesota, and she's sad. Dang it. You need to switch places with someone in Phoenix. Okay. What color Copics did you use on the white pumpkin? E43 and E44. I can answer that right off the top of my head. Linda wants to know when my next live is. My next live will actually not be, hold on, I need to pull up my calendar. Okay, so it should be next Monday. I cannot do it next Monday evening because since I'm skipping Friday, we're doing it tonight instead of this Friday. I can't do it Monday. I have football stuff. So it will be, my normal schedule would be the 3rd of September. And I will have one then. I may try to jump on the 1st for Stamp Timber and just maybe do a question answer type one or kind of show you some projects. I haven't exactly decided since I can't do one that Monday. Oh, good. Tracy's looking forward to the blog hop. Zero, am I saying that right? I keep saying that. I hope I'm saying it. Wants to know if I still use Sunny Studio stamps. Yes, I do sometimes. It just depends on time. Jen IC8 7 wants to know, will you do more cards with your collection? Yes. Friday, I'm going to have a whole bunch, and then I will do more as well. Missy creates, how many pieces are in the basket? Is it hard to assemble? You mean my basket, right? For my collection, the one I just did? I'm hoping. So the basket is actually just 2 pieces. It's this one, and it's not hard to assemble. But if that's not the right answer, please let me know. Michelle wants to know if I have any other collaborations coming up, and no, I don't. Not currently, not with this one. The Ink and Garden Spot wants to know if I always stand to craft, and yes, I do. And I even stand to sew. If you follow me on Instagram, I kind of share my weekend sewing. That's about the only time I sew. I take a break. I make a lot of cards during the week. And so when I can, I usually on the weekend do something else, and so I sew and quilt. And I stand to sew as well. I just prefer it. I don't like getting up and getting down. It's just, I know a lot of people can't, but I prefer to stand. It's hard for me when I go to retreat because I don't normally sit to craft at all. And I've done it for years. Cindy says, if I'm going to buy it, I'd like you to benefit from it. Cindy, what were we talking about? Did I miss that? If you click any of my links, if it's anything in this video, I will get an affiliate sale from that, which it doesn't charge you guys anything. It just helps me, and I get a little something for it. It doesn't charge you anything extra. But let me know what it is that you are wanting to buy, because I might have missed that. Jacqueline says, you're the reason I'm hooked on Spellbinders dies. I watched a video in 2018. Oh, the large die of the month cupcake. That was such a good one. They just keep getting better and better. They're so good. Janice wants to know, what mini cubes would you recommend for dye inks? Pink Fresh Studio. Definitely. PJ McCarthy says she loves summer. You know what? I do. I love summer and I'm always ready for it, but I don't really love this. I love 80s degree weather, but 97 to 101 is kind of what we're having here, and I don't love it. Oh, good. Vanessa is so excited for the scarecrow. Let's see. Helena wants to know, do you choose the companies you work with, or does Simon assign them to you? I pick. A lot of the companies that I choose to work with reach out to me and ask me, and I choose from there. So I only pick who I want to work with, and Simon allows that. They want me to work with who I actually really, really want to work with, and that doesn't mean there's it doesn't mean that there's not tons of other good companies. It's just what time permits. So I work with Lawn Fawn and Mama Elephant a ton because I've been with both of them since the beginning in some form or fashion, and I just have really good relationships with them. So that's a lot of that. Hero Arts is another one that reached out and asked me, would you consider doing such and such? And so I'll do things for them. And same thing goes, like Waffle Flower will ask, and Pink Fresh Studio will ask. And I do want to remind you, so in case you weren't here for my Friday morning live last Friday, Pink Fresh, Jeff and I are doing the crafty hour on the Pink Fresh channel, Saturday, 11 a.m. Central. I will be posting about it all week long. We are going to be creating it's a little peek into their Christmas release, which is coming out, I believe, the 3rd. Don't quote me on that, but I'm almost sure it's the 3rd of September. It's their Christmas release. And oh my goodness, Pink Fresh has got some good stuff. So it's going to be a little peek into that. We're going to do a card with that, and we're going to hang out and have a good time. So definitely that. Kelly says yes, a question and answer. I think I'm going to do that. I probably won't be doing a card, but I think I will pop in here on the 1st, and I will let you know. I'm going to plan that this week so I can tell you guys kind of what to expect, and we can talk about Stamptember, and hopefully I can answer your questions then. Yes, there's so many great stamp companies, and it's hard to choose. I feel like there's so many good designers, so I just try to kind of stay in my lane. I love to work with other companies when I can. And there are just, like I said, so many good ones. It's why I also try to throw in like kitchen sink stamps from my last live. I try to just do some other things that I don't get to do on a normal basis because it's fun and I want to just share them with everyone. Oh, good. Not Afraid of Color is a quilter also. Liz Reeves, is that standing is better for you? Is that what that is in reference to? Oh, Michelle, thank you. Oh, good. Marianne received the snowman stamp. Let's see. Black ink for Copic. Hopefully I got that. I will use Hero Arts Intensified and Intense Ink and Lawn Fawn Jet Black. Okay. The ink and garden spots, sometimes she says I find it hard to color while standing. So do I sometimes. It depends. Like this, no. And oftentimes it doesn't bother me, but if I'm tired, a lot of times I will pull a stool in here because my table is counter height and I will color if I'm really super tired. Amazon affiliate link I will add as soon as this live is over. Thank you, Kelly, for reminding me. I added that to my list. Favorite sewing machine for quilting. I have a Janome. I've had it for quite a few years. It is a very nice one. It's a Janome Horizon. I don't think this exact model is available anymore, but it also has, it's a nice one and it has a big open neck, so it's really good for quilting, even though I don't quilt my own quilts, but it's really good. I got back my Stars and Stripes quilt. I didn't get my picture posted on Instagram today, but I just got my Stars and Stripes quilt back from the quilter and she did an amazing job. It's beautiful. I will have to share that tomorrow. Jen IC87 says, will you do more with Spellbinders? I miss your club kit videos. Not current. I don't have plans currently. Let's see. Yep, Not Afraid of Color says she likes how I said I pick. Yeah, I like to choose. Thank you guys. Thank you. Yeah, everybody, it is getting late. I know you all have families or things to do or you want to go craft. So Julie wants to know, yay, she loves Jeff's crafty hour sessions. It is this weekend, the 28th at 11 a.m. Central. And I will post about it all over my social. I will add it to or let you know on my blog as well all this week. So definitely join us for that. So you will get more live. It just isn't going to be live here this week. Oh, good. Southern Colorado. Connie joined for her first live. Okay. Let me see. I don't. Oh, Jay Niedorf, do you have a favorite type of piecing for quilting? No, I really don't love like the paper piecing that much. However, what's funny is I have used it the most for the quilt I've made the most times. I just made another one for a gift and sent it off to the quilter today. It's the colored pencil quilt. If you guys have followed me, you've probably seen it, and I will share it when it comes back, but not really. I like to be challenged, and I just love piecing quilts. I think it's fun. Yes, thank you everyone. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate you being here. And we will see you next time. I think it will be Stamptember the next time I see you guys here. So definitely check out my community page. I will have updates and things like that if there's any changes. And I will let you know exactly when we will do a Q&A for Stamptember and let you know when the next live will be that Friday the 3rd. But just stay tuned there for any information and also on my Instagram. So thank you guys. I love you. I appreciate you guys so much, and we'll see you next time. Bye. The supplies used in today's video are listed and linked below the video here on YouTube. Here is another project that you might be interested in. Please remember to like and subscribe and hit that notification bell to never miss a new live video. Thank you so much for joining me today, and we'll catch you next time.